So let's talk about a couple things regarding the weather and what really gets it going and initiated. There's two big scales we look at in weather, either big scale stuff or small scale stuff. This is your big scale stuff. This is the jet stream at the 500 millibar level, about halfway up into the atmosphere. And not a lot of it is happening to really get weather going. We're stuck and sandwiched between two high pressure systems. And because of that, not a lot is happening to get weather going here in South Louisiana. So what's causing it? It's the small scale stuff. So we have some outflow boundaries really setting off weather. And what that is when storms get going, which is what happened here, they eventually lose their steam and come back crashing down to the ground, and the outflow of that storm pushes outwards, and that actually triggers new storms. And that's what we saw happen today. And you can see that where the storms fall apart and then outwardly they all come together. In fact, right here around that Arkansas border where those two hit, those are going to kick up some new storms. But that's what happened and caused the weather today. And because of that, we're actually going to see something similar happening tomorrow as well. But let's go ahead and take a look at the radar for now. It cleared up a little bit. Some of the air has a little bit more subsidence and sinking. In New Orleans, I know a lot of flooding is going on. There's lots of reports coming in of street flooding over there. But for Acadiana, it's improved. We got another 3+ inches of rain today, however. Coastally, it looks like there's a little boundary I'm keeping an eye on. A couple storms still trying to get going. And the thing that happens with these is, like I said, outflow driven. When these die out, sometimes they trigger a new one. So we just have to kind of keep an eye on it as they go along, because it's very hard to predict those on a smaller scale. Looking at the last 24 hours of rain, you see that 1.4 inches around Ville Platte. Lafayette had 3 inches. There's areas that got none at all. So while some of us were experiencing some really heavy downpours, others got none. Tomorrow for Father's Day, there's still an excessive rainfall risk, which means anywhere in green has a chance of possibly having rainfall rates that meet flash flood criteria. So something to keep in mind. It's Father's Day. I know we're all making plans. So what does it look like? I said similar to today, we're going to have that outflow driven rain that's going to be going on. So wherever those first storms set up and then the sea breeze takes over, we'll see that formation. But it looks to really kick off by around noon to 1 o'clock. The graph's done a really great job with this. It's in agreement with a lot of other really good models. So I think we do see this tomorrow. We see it really scattered, not everywhere experiencing it, and then picking up and then clearing out as we go through the evening, similar to what we're seeing today, where we lose the sun, we lose the heating, and then we lose the rain as well. But then Monday, you see it's coming right back. In fact, probably even earlier. So we are not anywhere done with the rain. I know we're getting kind of tired of it and burnt out on it, but eventually, unfortunately, it's just here to stay until that bigger scale, as I talked about, upper air moves and changes the pattern, but that's not happening yet. So your recap for tonight and tomorrow, just those hot, muggy temperatures, probably reach near 90 tomorrow. Thunderstorms kicking up. You want to keep that in mind. And of course, if you know me, you know that I always do a little quick tropical update. Nothing expected over the next 7 days. Still very suppressed. Still plenty of rain chances in the forecast, partially because of that and the way the pattern is set up. And then we'll take a look at that 10-day forecast. Tomorrow, 70% chance of rain. Places will be seeing it, some won't. Monday, similar, and it's just continuing. But finally, as we get into next weekend, it looks like it's eventually going to taper off. I know everybody's going to be wondering, when does this end? Now that you've told us how it happens, that's what it looks to be, which is great because we actually officially start summer on Friday. Lovely to start summer on a Friday right after Juneteenth on Thursday, but just consistent rain chances still ongoing to worry about. Temperatures still near that seasonal norm of 90 degrees. So that is your look at the 10-day. We'll take one last look at weather coming up in just a bit.